Hi, welcome to this launch webinar for Boardon 2.5. Let's get started. This version includes functionality for direct notifications on learning content and a document upload and download function. So you can send out documents to your onboarded newcomers and receive back their filled in documents. There's also some minor adjustments that we will go through in this webinar. So let's get started. So I have logged in here to one of our demo versions. And this, of course, would be with your brand in mind. But for the sake of this demo, I will show it without a specific brand in mind. So the biggest function, or one of the functions, is the direct notifications. To find that, you need to go into the plans under content and to the select a plan, any plan. And this is connected to the actual learning content. So, for example, if we have under your employment here, or let's use this introduction video. In this video, when they have seen it, you can opt, if you scroll down here, this is the definitions for this video. If you scroll down, you can go to this pane. When a user completes this content, something is going to happen. So either notify using one of our email templates to supervisor, to the buddy, to any of these. These three here is examples of fixed contacts. I will show you where to add those later on. So you could notify the manager that something has been done. You could also notify, for example, program manager or an HR admin. You can use another reminder template, and all these templates are set up under push notifications down here. So when this is complete, when it has been seen, you can send out notifications directly. So it's instead of using the timeline, now you can mix this with having direct notifications on completion of different types of content. This is very powerful, and you can also combine this. If I go to the reminders, we have both activities, tasks, and messages. So the each reminder or messages can also be sent out to the same set of people, the user themselves, the supervisor, the buddy, or any of these contacts that you can set up yourself. The difference is that these are time-spaced. This is sent out day -7, day 0 being the first day at work. And these reminders that are timeline specific can also be conditional if they should always be sent, if the task has been completed, or if the task has not been completed. These are thought mainly as if this hasn't been completed on a specific date, it should be reminded and you get a direct link to the content. The difference is if I go back to the video, click the pen, this is actually done momentarily. When you have done something, then we go an email directly out to the user when completing this. This can be very useful. And just to give you the whole picture, these specific email addresses, I'm just showing HR admin as an example. They are set up under account settings by the main administrator as system-wide contacts like this. You can add IT management. For example, and you can have as many of these as you want actually. So if you have very many of these, it will be a long list in the in that menu we just showed you. So another way of working with this is, of course, to use the push notifications. You can set up any number of these templates. And for this function, you need an email only. So notification on completion, for example. Newcomer has completed the content. And you can use the different placeholders here. Hi, first name, or hi, specifically hi, the newcomer, first name. This is how to use it. Newcomer has completed the task of uploading a document, for example. And then you can add any custom content here, like now it's your turn to do, and you can have a checklist here of things to do, for example, to remind people of. You can also add an attachment here of an instruction if that's necessary. So to recap, go into plans, introduction plan in this case. I go into my introduction video, scroll down to what should happen when the user complete. I can change now to my notification of completion that I did. And you see also now that I can also remind IT management as I just set up. So we have the whole kind of function in a nutshell. Any questions on that? No? And another function, the big function, is of course the document handling feature. You can now add a document, they can download it, write in it, and upload it again. You can find it in the user's profile. So let's work with your employment here. And I add a reusable content, a file. I want to know something about the company clothes, the merchandise that they're going to wear. So here, size of the work clothes. So I'm adding just a document here. Download is the link text. User completes the content by uploading a new file. This is the new feature. This is work clothes district East. You can always have these internal names so you know exactly what you've added to your plans. And you can have an instruction, download the document and fill in your preferred clothing and sizes. And we can also add a confirmation. I have done this task if you want. So that's done. You can check it in the preview here to the right. Here we gathered information about deployment, blah, blah, blah. Download the document, fill in your preferred clothes and sizes. A new feature now also is that you can click here and download and check that this is the correct document. So I can download it and check it as an administrator as well. So that's done. Let's send out a invite and show how it's actually done. So I'm going to go to users and add myself as a user in this installation. Like this, and I'm going to next, checking this plan that I'm active in, and send out an invite to myself. Yeah, that's done. I can log in. So opening my portal. This is the video actually we looked at. I play this. I'm going to be complete on this part, and I'm going to get that direct feedback as we planned before. Go to get to know us, and then your employment, and here we have the document. Let's download the document locally. I open it. This was a Word document. It can of course be a PDF. And I select my size, trousers. I would prefer a narrow fit if that's possible. T-shirt, I want an extra large, and I want a cap. Okay, so that's my filled in. Save it. Go back to my portal, And now this is the key. I re-upload the file that I've just saved, and I click done this task. It's uploaded and done. Now, if we put in notifications to appropriate people, I will get a notification that this has been done by the user, and I can go back to the portal. And if I go to the user's profile, there's now a new feature here. I can see the uploaded files. I can check when it was uploaded, the last one, and I can download it and check what have they done for, what the workloads has been ordered. And of course, this can be any type of content and thing in this application. Just be reminded that you have to make an assumption or discuss security and personal data processing around document handling. There's also a size cap, especially for free users. So be aware of that. But this is how it works. You add document to the plan, like included content. Send it out to download, and then you can find it in the user's profile under uploaded files. Great. So those are the two big functions. It's quite fast to go through and check them, but it's of course a lot of thought you have to think about how to work with it in your installation, and it's a new process connecting more people in the company, and that's something you need to plan for and so on. It's going to take a little while to get that done. So we're going through the direct notifications. You can connect that now with the file upload that I just showed you. We talked about the file. I can preview that. Another small thing is that you now have an automated reminders for the managers. As we have said before, besides the timeline in the plan, we also have in the supervisor checklist, you can have any number of items for the supervisor to complete as well that you need to remind them about. Order work clothes, for example. You can also set a due date. Maybe that has to be completed 10 days before they start. So that's done. And a new feature here now is that you have auto reminders on the supervisor checklist. So you can set, if this has not been checked by the supervisor on the due date, they get a reminder to do this. So that's more automated, and those reminders also contain a direct link. So the manager gets to this view to see the new updated reminders in the checklist. And finally, I don't know how much this is going to be used by existing clients, but just to show you, there's now a tutorial plan builder. So if you start this, you will actually build a plan from scratch. You get to set your theme again to upload content and create users. And in the second step of this, the third step, you actually get to, in the third step, you actually get to personalize the plan, so you can actually get some help setting up the plan. So it's like a wizard. You upload your content here, and you get the plan done directly. Like you see, it's built here as I go along. It's more or less building the demo plan that's included in when you start when you start the account the first time. But now it's automated and made into a wizard, so you get help doing this step. So have you just started? And this is the first video you see. Go into the solution, create an account, and go into this tutorial, and then you can see it's easy to collect. Doing this tutorial plan I just created is now here with all the data I've added, so I can start using this as a first step in completing my onboarding plan for my new employees. So that's Boardon 2.5. It's quite a big improvement, and I hope that many of our clients will have great use for the direct notifications and document handling features and so on. Thank you very much for listening and attending this demo today, and have a nice afternoon. Bye bye.